Eliseo Gamiño, Gamino. I'm also a school trustee. Already have 6 years as a trustee in Fresno County. But I'm also a father, a teacher, an educator, and a community advocate. And so a board member of Rural Communities Rising. So I'll be speaking in those hats that I wear. I will mention a few things in Spanish as well. Soy un concejal, but I believe that the translation.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. First of all, I want to start by saying that when I say we support Rural Communities Rising, as well as other local organizations, investment here in the heart of the San Joaquin Valley. It's an honor to welcome green energies, clean energies here to the valley, and we're definitely in support of it. There are some concerns though, because we want to make sure that there's equity and that there's inclusion. And what I mean by that is that over the years, as a father, as an advocate, we have been organizing to a point of 36 communities and Rural Communities Rising to talk about the benefits of clean energies coming here in the valley, but also some of the impacts that put some of these farm working families, low income families in a disadvantage. Just last week, I went with a few members and personally walked and knocked on doors, and some families were not aware of the providing input today that there was transportation. Thank you for providing that access to transportation so they can be here. But it's hard to reach, and I don't blame you for it. But this is why we go to the towns and we communicate, and we want to make sure that you understand also where we're coming from. A lot of times these rural communities, and I say this also to Fresno County at large, we talk about giving resources and community benefits, but sometimes the outskirts of Fresno County, things don't get trickled down. And so it's so important that you guys have an officer that focus on equity, that focus on inclusion. And we definitely advocate, and we're in support of the program. We represent over 600 members that are elected. The trustees that are elected to the board are from the families themselves. We do surveys in Spanish and English. We go old-fashioned knocking doors, talking, getting to know the community. And this is why I'm here, because it's so important to make sure that the most impacted are not left out, including Arroyo Cantua, Three Rocks. I talked to a few members this past weekend, and they were telling me, no, pues tengo que manejar una hora al siguiente lugar. I have to drive an hour now just to keep employed, because this is land tired. Families have been displaced, and it's important not to lose sight that we want also something in return, whether if it's electricity we're producing, can some of these families get a reduced benefit because it is energy, clean energy that's produced here. These are some of the Fresno County is one of the poorest, most taxed county in the state of California. And with that, I believe that was my time. Thank you for the opportunity to allow me to speak. Thank you.